Now I request Ramadevi to go ahead with the program. Ramadevi.
Yes, sir. A very pleasant evening, one and all. A very hearty welcome to the inaugural function of our new 3-month training program on family counseling. So now I request WCOP President Dr. D.V. Reddy Garu, Professor D.V. Reddy Garu, to initiate the program.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of WCOP, World Congress of Psychologists, and on my personal behalf, we folded hands. The chairperson of this 3 months certificate course on family counseling, Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, patron of WCOP, and today's chief guest, an eminent personality, Professor Girishwar Misraji, today's chief guest. I welcome you, sir, as today for accepting to be with us as chief guest. And another patron of World Congress of Psychologists, Professor Arun Singh ji, guest of honor, Reverend Dr. Balvin Raju sir, and the Secretary, General Secretary of this World Congress of Psychologists, Treasurer of this World Congress of Psychologists, then core committee members of this World Congress of Psychologists, say Professor Krishnamurthy sir, then Professor Vimala, Professor Sudhakar Reddy Garu, then executive committee members of World Congress of Psychologists, and beloved participants. I am once again with befolded hands. Today is the inauguration of our 3 months certificate course on family counseling. Once again, welcoming you all to this inaugural function. Namaste. Now I request Ramadevi to go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Now I request and welcome the chairman of the 3-month training program, Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir. I would like to introduce him before we start the program. So he's a well-known business and organization environmental psychologist with 4 decades of experience in training and consultancy at national and international levels. Presently, he's the Dean School of Behavioral Sciences at American Texas University, South America. He was also an ex-professor and head leadership consultant, member, Senate, and syndicate, guided at various institutions in Coimbatore. He has also guided 25 candidates for the PhD, still guiding more than 10 candidates for both national as well as international universities. He was awarded with the gold medal during his graduation in psychology. He was awarded a Young Scientist Award in the Indian Science Congress Association, Calcutta, the Source Material Collection Award, and the Visiting Association Award in the UGC Delhi. He has organized workshops at various topics in different countries like Leipzig, Germany, Chicago, USA, Frankfurt, Germany, Malaysia, Malaya, 3 universities in England, along with UNESCO, Paris, France, and also Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Currently editor for a national and international countries. Sir is also the founder of the Global Institute of Behavioral Technology in Coimbatore. A hearty welcome you, sir. Now I request you to say a few words to the gathering.
I would like Professor Mishraji to address the gathering. After that, I will start.
Okay, I'll welcome now.
Yeah, yeah. You read out the resume of our Professor Girishwar Mishra ji, today's chief guest, please.
Sure, sir. So I request today's chief guest, Professor C.V. Girishwar Mishra Garu, Professor Girishwar Mishra, PhD in and the former Vice Chancellor Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, Wardha, Maharashtra. Earlier, he served as Professor of Psychology at the University of Delhi. During his academic career spanning over 5 decades, he has earlier taught art Bhopal, Allahabad, and Gorakhpur. He was a senior Fulbright Fellow at the Swarthmore College, Philadelphia, and University of Michigan, and ESRC Fellow at Sussex University, Fulbright Nehru Lecturer at the New School of Social Research, New York. His areas of interest include poverty, self-emotions, cultural psychology, and well-being. His major publications include Applied Social Psychology in India, New Directions in India, Psychology with Ajit Kedala, Psychology and Societal Development Perspectives. So I heartily welcome you, sir. Now I request Girishwar Mishra sir to speak a few words to the gathering.
Thank you, Dr. Rama Devi. I express gratitude to the organization and in particular the efforts of Professor B.G. Reddy has significantly changed the scenario by bringing together themes as well as people. In today's workshop, we have eminent personalities like Professor Ganeshan, Professor Sudhakar Reddy, and many other important dignitaries. I extend a warm welcome to all of you. Friends, after successful completion of a program of school therapy or school counseling, broadly looking at the possible interventions in the school setting, we are moving to another domain of life, which is very significant. Today's initiative relates to family counseling. Friends, family is the real unit in social life. In the traditional Indian setup, father and mother, mata and pita, and children constituted one dynamic unit, and they have been considered as devata. They are considered as gods. Matridevo bhava, Pitridevo bhava. That was the instruction given in Upanishads. Friends, the gradual change that has taken place has led to a number of disruptions in our life. Family is one area where displacement, the kind of change that has taken place because people had to leave their original native places and move to cities, big cities, and also going to cities in other countries. All that has led to change in the pattern of family organization. The Kutumba, Parivar, that included an extended family, is being gradually moving towards nuclear family, and ultimately we are getting new organizations like live-in relationship, single parent families. So the scenario is characterized by change in the structure of family and how parents are going to address the challenges of parenting is becoming a very, very difficult domain. Now, the usual structure of family where mothers were nurturing children, fathers were going outside to earn something to run the family. Today, the situation is that both parents, father and mother, go to work. That is a major achievement, I would like to say, which has influenced the problems emerging from a patriarchal kind of organization where women were deprived of many kinds of advantages or they were deprived of many human rights, I would like to say. So the constitution of family is changing and the demands of work, and today there is talk of work-life balance. Now that has become a major issue. We also find that there are problems when women go outside and they work in an office where there are males as well as females, both are present. How you are going to negotiate the relationship? And we know there are problems related to sexual assault and other kinds of things which are taking place. So the scenario is that gender is becoming an important issue in running the institution of family. Technology is playing an important role. The demands of work life are also posing certain threats to family life, and they require new ways of negotiation. Finally, I would like to mention that in today's world, individuality has become a goal. It's very important to recognize that every individual has a specific set of needs, motives, goals, and they would like to pursue. And at times we find that wife and husband both have separate kinds of goals. There is difficulty in even communicating those goals and pursuing those goals, and sometimes they interfere. And that leads to disruption in understanding, that leads to health-related issues and mental health and physical health. Both are influenced by these relationships, the changes that are taking place. So family, which provides support to life, to all the members, is becoming a site where there is frustration, where there is conflict, where there is ambiguity. So the family life is being influenced by a number of threats, and it is becoming very crucial to help family members to reorganize their thoughts, to restructure their behavior pattern, and achieve the goals of well-being for the entire family. Once upon a time, it was considered that the whole world is like a family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And that required that one should have a liberal attitude. Udhara Charita. Udhara Charita Nam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So I think the mental set is very, very crucial. And this mental set, our mindset, a lot of work is coming up particularly after the work of Carol Dweck, that what kind of mental set you have, whether it is flexible or whether it is fixed, that is going to shape your mental health, the way you are going to conduct yourself. So psychology and particularly counseling becomes very relevant in today's scenario. I congratulate Professor B.G. Reddy to think about this issue and to develop a structured program to create training opportunity for younger members of our fraternity. I look forward to a very meaningful interaction and a kind of understanding of the skills as well as issues pertaining to family counseling. And I hope that this effort will be successful. I once again congratulate all of you and also express my gratitude for giving me this opportunity to share some thoughts. Thank you very much.
That was a good gesture, sir. Thank you very much for emphasizing the importance of the family in the current society. And it is very much needed that people should understand, or especially the youngsters should understand the Matru Deva Bhava, Pitu Deva Bhava, and Acharya Deva Bhava, which has been not taught much during these days, but this has to be given emphasis in every family. And the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbam is also much needed in the current scenario. And you have also spoken about the various changes that have developed and been occurring during the past years. So that was so nice of you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank
Now
you.
I request Vedagiri Ganeshan, sir, to address the group.
Professor Mishraji, Professor Govinda Reddy, Professor Krishnamurthy, Professor Sudhagar Reddy, Dr. Vimala, and Dr. Ramadevi, and others in this program. I am much thankful to Professor Reddy Garu for having asked me to be the chairman for today's session. And I deem it a privilege to inaugurate the session today, the family counseling workshop. And as Professor Mishraji has pointed out, there is a vast change in the cultural traditions of this country. Not only some parts of the country, in the whole country it is happening. Maybe because people are looking to the West, and that has created the problem. West is also good. We can take what is good in the West and what is good in the East, and also what is good in India and in the ancient culture. And when it comes to family, I usually ask people when I address a gathering, who is the head of the family? Invariably, people say it is the father. I say no. Again, some of them say mother. Again, I say no. Then I ask, what is the answer? If father and mother is not the head of the family, then who is the head of the family? The answer is, there is no head of the family because it is a team. Family is a team. So everybody counts. The father counts, the mother counts, each child counts. If that is there, then there is no conflict. So the father should consider the mother's feelings, and the mother should consider the father's feeling and the children's feeling also. That is one of the central aspects in the Indian culture. Everyone has got the Atman, the spirit, which has to be respected. And the Atman is representing the God or the cosmos. So unless one has got a mutual respect, the family will be in jeopardized condition. That is the problem. As Professor Mishraji has pointed out, people have different feelings, different opinions, different attitudes. It is because of the ego. The basic question is, how do you dissolve the ego? If you dissolve the ego, you will go on. If you allow the ego, yeah, somebody has, the participants have to switch off their
अड्डपंड होगा
audio. Please request. Somebody is also joining the gang. Please switch off the audio. All the participants, please switch off the audio. Otherwise, your children also will participate. The pets also would love to participate. Okay. So, respecting others, each others, as you would like to be respected. That is the central aspect. And family in social psychology, it is said it is the basic institution. School is an institution, college is an institution. And the basic institution is family. So if you understand what is organizational psychology, again, in organizational psychology, they talk about a tall organization and a flat organization. A tall organization refers to certain organizations like police and army or navy, where somebody is at the top and somebody is at the bottom. But if it is a flat organization, everybody travels in the same way. And that leads to the success of the organization. So psychologists who are counselors in family counseling should also go through what is organizational psychology, organizational structure, and what is the X organization, what is Y organization, and what is the Z organization. All these things people should try to understand and apply in the family counseling. Now here, I would look for any questions or observations or problems. Please come forward, the participant. Please participate. If you have come across a family which has a problem or conflict, please present the case for discussion. The purpose of this program is to have the workshop where we interact and find solutions to problems. Please come forward. Rama Devi, I know is the family counselor. You can present a case. Our Professor Vijay Reddy can also participate. Yes.
Sir, I have a question, sir. I mean, I have a case.
Yes.
So it is about a case of a couple who are married recently, like 1 year ago, and the lady is 3 months pregnant, and they belong to Muslim community. And now the conflict, the argument between the two couple is that the The husband, he doesn't have father. He is grown up with his mother and grandmother. Both lost their husbands, and he was brought up with those two ladies. So the grandmother especially says that they have to change the family name from Sheikh.
Yes, your audio is off. Yes.
From Patan to Sheikh, and they have hidden everything. But the girl side, the parents says that we haven't hidden anything. We have told everything clearly and everything, and without hiding anything. So, but now the case is that the grandmother and mother, they don't want that girl to be with him. They want the divorce, but the husband is not ready to give the divorce. But he's under the influence of the two ladies, grandmother and mother. So now when they are coming for the counseling, in between they have given a notice to the girl, a legal notice to the girl that she is not visiting their house, and they want him to send it. Now the husband is also not ready for coming to the counseling. He's very much
Okay.
influenced by the words of her grandmother especially.
Okay. Any legal notice has been issued?
The legal notice is not regarding the divorce, sir, but it is only about she is not staying with us. They want her to come and stay with us.
Where is she
And
working? And where the
no,
husband is working?
he's working in some private shop, sir, a small shop.
And wife, where is she working?
She is not working, sir.
Where is she? What is the distance between both the houses?
Both the houses is around 10 kilometers, sir.
But why is she staying away?
So she has become pregnant and she is so weak that the doctor has asked to take the bed rest. So she is residing at her grandmother's place. So he is coming and going, but now he is not at all even calling her or talking to her. And she is under so stress that the doctors have advised her to go for abortion as there is no growth for the baby. And they want the consent from the husband, and which he is denying it.
Okay, but the doctor can counsel the husband.
He is not
along-
coming, sir. That is the issue.
Okay,
He's not even picking up the phone.
okay. How long they have been separated?
Since 2 months, sir.
2 months. She is away
Yes.
from the husband. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As a general model, I would say whatever be the pinprick, the lady should not leave the husband's home for a long time.
Mm.
Okay. Now, I mean, what I recommend is a girl can walk out of the husband's house if there are pinpricks, but she has to return back after 3 days. 3 days are the limit. She has to return back. And again, if there is a pinprick, she has to wait for 3 pinpricks. Okay, or she can say, this hurts me one time. Then second time she can say, this hurts me. Or this is an insult. 3 times. And the 4th time, if she is hurt, then she can leave. But after 3 days, she has to return. So if she does like this, the problems can be solved. But now she is away for 2 months. My behavioral prescription would be she has to go back to her husband's house, stay there for 3 days, and then leave. Ask her to do like that, and nobody is going to physically hurt her. Okay. Then, as far as she re enters the home, then things will change. Her separation creates a problem. It is not the grandmother or her husband is having the problem. This poor girl has deserted her husband and stayed away for 2 months. She is in a comfort zone. Nothing wrong, but she has to re-enter the family and then exit after 3 days. And if she repeats like this, it is only 10 kilometers. Even if it is 100 kilometers, she can travel and do this exercise, which will change the attitude of the husband. We are not bothered about the grandma or the mother-in-law. It is the husband who needs to change, and his attitude to the wife can be changed only when she is physically present. Okay, then I think he will agree for medical treatment of his wife. And if you find the child is this man is not formed properly, he will agree for a abortion. Medical termination of pregnancy will accept. That's what I would recommend.
Okay, sir.
So encourage her to re-enter.
Okay, sir.
Please do. Professor Reddy Garu can also prompt.
Sir, I would like to submit case. I know them very well. There, the problem mainly lies with mother-in-law, and they are having only one son, and that too he is a teaching profession. He is in work teaching profession. They got arranged marriage, and later, you know, even the mother-in-law wanted to go for a movie along with her husband. Husband has to go and seek the permission of his own mother. Without permission, he is not supposed to even enter into the bedroom. That is the stipulation now. That is the norm established by our own, his own mother. For anything, he has no individuality. He has no freedom. So, anything, any type of activity has to be moving out or any other activity inside of the home, approval of his own mother is a must. Then you can see the sympathetic and empathetic condition of that gentleman. So this has went on, but accidentally her own son blessed with 2 children, and they have grown up also, and for the same norms stipulated by her own grandma, including grandchildren. But later on, till then, recently she passed away, and the children also grown up, and now they are got married, and they as if they felt that they got independence to India. So that was the situation.
Okay.
So this is a quite glaring case, what I observed. But
Okay.
here family counseling, like a counselor like me, it not helped, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now,
Moreover, he will not willing to come for counseling also.
okay.
I know
Right.
everything. She says, I know everything. Who is that gentleman? He cannot dictate terms to me. I know everything. Because I know. As mother, I know. What he knows, sir. He does not know anything. He blames like that.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
type of
Okay.
rigid cases are there.
Okay. 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 You see, you have mentioned about the independence of India. Independence of India has become successful because of non-cooperation movement. See, for a genuine instruction, the son can obey. But if it is a torturing thing, he should raise his head and say, I'm sorry, I cannot comply. This can be trained with assertiveness training. There is an assertiveness scale by Rathus, R-A-T-H-U-S. Then you can give the scale and give the training for assertion. What are the major steps? Look into the eyes of the mother or whoever is dominating and speak your mind out. and what we call as a feeling talk. Mother, if you speak like that, I feel hurt. I feel insulted. I feel let down. I feel that I am being used. You are dominating. He can say, when you say like this, or speak like this, or do like this, it is known as a feeling talk technique. At the same time, he can also say positive reinforcement, like, mother, when you say like this, I feel happy. When you do like this, I feel proud. So he has to use both. Then the mother's behavior can be changed. She will become loving and caring instead of dominating. Her problem is she is having a sense of insecurity that she will be thrown out of the house. But she is using a wrong thing, like Britishers. Too much of adamance and atrocity. Ultimately, okay, Britishers were thrown out. Okay. Now, this is the way gradually this man has to be trained, not the mother. Similarly, the wife can be also trained to speak her mind out using the feeling talk technique. And I am sure both of them will be benefited. And the mother's behavior can be changed, not by direct counseling, but through the son and the daughter-in-law. They should know how to handle the mother when she becomes arrogant. Okay. You see, there is one technique which is used to regulate wild dogs. If a dog is going wild, there's a very simple technique which is used by some dog trainers, effective trainers. If you come across any dog which is very aggressive, what we call as the alpha dog syndrome, the dog is trying to become number one in the family. It can be done by anybody. It can be by wife or husband or even a child or a mother-in-law or a grandpa. Okay. All that is done to regulate the dog, this will definitely work. What is it? It is only a sound signal. If you say to the dog which is barking or trying to jump at you, you say, produce the sound like what I am doing. That's all. The dog's brain will change. It will behave differently. What is this sound? It is the sound that is given by a snake as a warning. It is not biting, it is not chasing, it is giving only shh. The human brain or the dog's brain will understand that there is a kind of repulsion, and that is a signal that I will attack. You need not call names to the person or to the dog. You simply say, shh. That is what is given by the snake as a warning signal, okay, so that the enemy backs out. Otherwise, the fight starts. This is a very simple thing which can be used. Apart from that, look into the eyes and tell the person, this hurts. And I feel happy and proud when you talk like this, when you do like this. So it is what is known as a discriminant reinforcement. You appreciate what is good, and also you tell the person this is not okay. Okay. For that, you have to train these people, whoever it is, maybe the husband or the wife or both. And my behavioral technique is behavioral rehearsal. Behavioral rehearsal means it's like a drama rehearsal, nothing else. Put a chair and ask the husband to imagine as if the mother is sitting or the grandma is sitting, and ask him to talk to the mother-in-law genuinely, because there is no threat, because it's only an empty chair. So the person can talk to the mother. Mother, it hurts me. This is a preparation to the real situation, like in drama. Okay. This is a rehearsal which is done before the appearance on the stage. And tell the mother whatever you want to tell now. Then the brain and the system of the client learns what to talk and what not to talk. Otherwise, the person is frozen and the person will not speak in the real situation. Similarly, you ask somebody to go to the stage and give a lecture or present a seminar, the person will become nervous. But if the person is trained to address an empty hall, imagining that there are audience, again and again, his performance improves. His or her performance will improve. Same thing will happen because the brain of this person is intimidated and it has become submissive. It is a neurological response to the mother. He feels like a bacha, okay? He feels like a zero. He may be qualified, he may be efficient in his work and office. But once he sees the mother, his brain makes him to become submissive. He will cut down the eye contact. Eye contact is the major thing. If a person looks down without eye contact, the other person will dominate. If they start looking into the eye, they will not dominate. This is a very important thing. Whether it is whoever it is, the wife can look into the eyes of the husband who is harassing. Then the husband will not harass. If she looks down, he will dominate or shout or even beat. Looking into the eye makes a difference. They have got a biological basis in regulating the other party's behavior. This is what I would recommend. You please train that husband and things will be all right. Ask him to imagine that you are the mother, because I have asked people to imagine that I am the mother-in-law or whatever. Okay, it's like a drama. Okay, you are actually training the brain of the person,
Yeah.
and because the brain of the, yes, please, Professor.
My submission,
Yeah.
because of too much of intimacy with that family, I failed as a counselor, sir. That might be the major reason.
No, forget about the past. See, we were in UG, we were in PhD, we were in doctoral students.
Yeah.
But we are growing. Our growth is continuous, as you rightly said. Let
Yeah.
us train ourselves. We
Yeah.
are training ourselves. We
Yes.
are learning. Okay. So what you have learned, you can try now.
Yeah. In the
Okay.
another similar such case,
Yeah. Yes.
I gave instruction to the that daughter-in-law. The every morning, early morning, I instructed the daughter-in-law to go to mother-in-law and hug herself and give a kiss to her.
Okay.
So that technique helped me a lot. And
Yeah,
you
very
know,
good. Very good.
earlier, just she was reluctant to speak to daughter-in-law, and
Okay.
later keeping aside her own daughter, and all the time she used to take the company of her own daughter-in-law even for going out for purchasing everything. That technique helped a lot, sir.
Yeah, that's a very good technique. The name of the technique, I would say, it is known as proxemics.
Proximity.
Proximity.
Wonderful technique.
Proximity between two people.
Yeah.
If two people sit opposite to each other, the formula is different. If they sit side by side, the formula is different. And if they sit or stand closer, the formula is different. The more the distance closest, there is a development of good relationship. More the distance, more the psychological distance or emotional distance. And that what you have used is a very good technique. Okay. And not only that, you call her as mother, Amma, or Mataji, or whatever.
Yes.
In their mother tongue. Okay. Suppose she gives coffee. You can say, Mommy, I'm giving you coffee. Mommy, come for breakfast. Like that, she can call. Instead of saying, okay, mother-in-law. And you can use the colloquial language, which is more effective. The brain is trained in colloquial language. And whatever be the education. And that is what I would suggest. This kind of hugging really helps. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, one more special invitee is there, and one our today's speaker,
Yeah.
I requested Sudhakar Reddy to speak on history of family.
Yeah, please do.
So with your permission,
Yeah, please do. Please.
yeah.
Relax.
Dr. Rama, you invite the special invite, today's special invitee, Dr. Vidyaran. Rama Devi, please unmute yourself. Please unmute. Hello? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. So now I take the privilege to call upon our special invitee, Dr. S. Vidyarani Garu. So she has joined in the Central Social Welfare Board in 1993 as project officer. She worked at different places such as when there is no bifurcation of the AP and Telangana. She worked in Andhra Pradesh as a collective Andhra Pradesh, in Karnataka, Delhi and Pondicherry, Orissa. Presently, she is working in Andhra Pradesh. She is a dynamic project officer. Recently, she got awarded PhD from Osmania University. That shows her activeness. So I request Vidyarani Garu to address the gathering.
Sir, hello.
Vidyarani,
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you for introducing me here in the group. I'm very glad to meet all the professors and eminent officers here. And thanks to World Congress of Psychology, especially to B.G. Reddy Garu, President of the organization, for including me in this inaugural function, in the inaugural session as special invitee. Though I am in US right now, I am in US. Came for some personal work here, sir. Myself and Professor B.G. Reddy Garu, we worked jointly so many number of programs along with his NGO Bless organization in my official curriculum also. We both conducted several meetings in the Chittoor district on Disha Act, even some of the legal aid, district legal services authorities also, they were also joined in our program. Hello.
yes, ma'am, it is audible.
Yeah, okay. So we were associated in conducting several programs in Chittoor district, and even B.G. Reddy Garu, he organized 55 awareness programs on Disha Act, particularly on to women in different institutions in Chittoor district in Andhra Pradesh. I am also working with Inspired Professional Psychologists Society of India. Last time we also conducted several meetings. Even I participated in a number of meetings through Zoom program. And this program now, sir, is taken on the counseling. Family counseling is a very excellent program. This 3 months certificate course on family counseling. Really, it is a good initiation by Professor B.G. Reddy Garu. And I wish all the best to WCOP for organizing this program, and in future also my full-fledged support will be there for this organization. Even I also worked as a family counselor in early 89 to 93 in counseling centers, and also my PhD subject also in counseling assessment of the counseling centers which are functioning by the NGOs through Government of India. And really, I'm happy to be in this. Thank you very much for introducing me as a special guest in this meeting, sir. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you for your kind gesture, ma'am. So now I request Professor Suresh Garu, the treasurer of WCOP, to thank the chairman and the chief guest and introduce the concept of the training of the family counseling before before Sudhakar Reddy Garu take up the session. I request Professor Suresh Garu to speak on.
Thank you. All, and I'm happy that WCOP has come out with a program which is very socially relevant now. And as it was mentioned, family is the basic unit which introduces the child to the world, and that provides the foundation for personal development. So whatever happens in the family has an impact on the enters as well.
Suresh sir, your voice is not audible, sir. I think there is some technical issue with your network.
On the society.
Professor Suresh sir. Okay.
There might be some technical issue, sir.
Yeah. Again, we will give a chance to our sir, to Professor Suresh. Now, just request today's speaker, our core committee member of World Congress of Psychologists, Professor Sudhakar Reddy. Ramadevi.
Yes, sir. So now it's time to introduce our resource person, Professor Dr. A. Sudhakar Reddy Garu. So he's a neurosurgeon, psychologist, and core committee member for the WCOP. So Sudhakar Reddy Garu he did his MBBS from SU Medical College and studied PG course DNB Neurosurgery at Madras Institute of Neurology, Government General Hospital, Chennai. He's a senior resident in neurosurgery in NIMS, Hyderabad. Under the AP government services, he worked as an assistant neurosurgeon at Guntur Medical College and neurosurgeon at SV Medical College, SVR Hospital, Tirupati. And presently, Professor Reddy Garu working as Chief Medical Officer in Sri Venkateswara University Health Sciences. He has given lectures in Superannuated Psychology Society of India in the year 2020. He did MSc Psychology in the Director of Distance Education from SP University, Tirupati. So now I request him to speak about the family and the family history of this, for today's session.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Respected Professor Girishwar Mishra, sir, Professor Vedagiri Ganesan, sir, Govind Reddy, sir, P.D. Vimala, madam. Today I share some of my thoughts on family, the history of the family. So, family basically, to define, it is the place where more familiarity with all the persons, and it is a place where you can fulfill your life with all the values, ethical, moral, and spiritual values, the background of a family. So, in any country, the country has to prosper in all aspects. They should concentrate on the welfare of the family. If you go back in the time, in the ancient times, India has got all the values in the family, and all the countries also respecting India for the very good value system in the family. Now, if you go back, the values in the family, we learn from Ramayana. The best values we can understand from the life of Rama and Sita. Particularly, Rama lived a life, an ideal human being, a normal human being, though he is God. And he showed us how to live. And it is actually a family story. How he respected his father, mother, and brothers, and how he behaved with the enemies. It's beautiful. I got really moved by the way he lived his life, Lord Rama. So he is an ideal for us to lead a good family life with all the values. So we should always understand the values and imbibe in our own life. And if you go back the times, India has got a rich culture and civilization, particularly regarding the family life. In the Vedic times, the family life was excellent. Everybody was very happy. And also, they have formed a few very many values, and how your husband should be, wife should be, children should be. And all of you know that. Birishwar sir has said beautifully about that. And Vedic Ganesha sir also said the basic structure, the basic unit of human life, the family. In ancient times, if you go back in the history, in Krita Yuga or Satya Yuga, all the people were happy. The family system was excellent because they all adhere strictly to the dharma. And those days, they used to meditate and be happy. On family system, there were not problems because they follow the dharma, Ekapatni Vrata, and wife will respect the husband like Pativrata, and they take care of the children. They teach all the values to children. They have a lot of time. Unlike nowadays, parents have no time to spend time with the children, which is very unfortunate. And those days, the family, almost all the families were happy. Health also very good, wealth is very good. And we have to learn from them why they are happy. They are happy because their desires were less. They used to depend on meditation, on God, and lead a life with Brahmananda. So their material desires also were less. So they did not run here and there to earn their livelihood and all that. Then coming to the Treta Yuga, Lord Rama time, some problems started. So they're there coveting the other's wife, like Rama and Ravana. So Dharma has slightly fallen down, and problems also came. But Rama proved himself how he should lead his life. Then coming to the Bharata, that is Dwapara Yuga, actually there you understand, because of jealousy among the brothers, the war has started, and you know how the consequences and all that, everybody suffered. So there should not be jealousy among the brothers in the family. That is a lesson which we learn from the Mahabharata. And coming to the Kali Yuga, all the problems came in Kali Yuga because they are not following the dharma. And the giant family system was excellent, and the giant family system has protected their sons and grandchildren from many difficulties, because they teach them what is the correct way of life. And all of them were happy because their expenditure was less, and all of them follow the grandfather, and they won't commit mistakes in life. and family was excellent. I have come from joint family. My father and two more brothers of my family. I know all the values and how we have enjoyed the joint family system. So even now, joint family system is the best, and they will have mental peace, no suicides, and then they won't commit mistakes, no extramarital contracts, and then even minimum earnings also. With the minimum earnings, they will lead very happy life. With all the comforts in life. And now, in Kali Yuga, actually in Manudharma Shastra, I have learned, they told in Kali Yuga, it is unfortunate that women also, they have to work for the livelihood. The situation will come like that, women also are forced to work. So it is most unfortunate, and they will suffer in life. So we should understand that women should always work inside the house. Their physical structure, their menstrual life, and so many things will correctly work out if they work inside the house. Man should come out and work outside the house, and they lead a very good life, and they will not have any difficulties. The earnings also will be sufficient. But unfortunately now, they are not following that, and they are all suffering, And we have to, like Vedic Ganesha said, we have to restructure our behavior and tell them what is the correct way. Now, if you actually, in our in India, Indian culture, woman is respected highest. Lord Shiva has family, Brahma has family, Saraswati, and Vishnu is the Lakshmi family. So 3 families, our gods. And they actually, why I'm telling those 3 gods, Brahma could not create anything without the help of Saraswati. So understand, without the help of the wife, husband cannot do anything. Same way, Vishnu also cannot do anything without the help of Lakshmi. And once all of you know, the Bhrigu Maharshi went there and kicked on all of you know the story, on the chest of the Vishnu, and then Lakshmi came down to the earth. And having known the value of wife, Lord Vishnu came down and stood here like Lord Venkateswara Swami. All of you know that. For us to understand the meaning of it, he gave the highest value to the wife. Without the wife, he could not stay in the Vishnu Loka. He came down, wife is most important for him, he came down to the earth. So all of us should understand the value of the wife and respect her at the topmost in our life. That's what Lord Venkateswara has shown us. Lord Shiva also, the Parvati, all of the story, Daksha Yajna, he went there and his father insulted her and she committed suicide. I wept for that. Why such a greatest goddess has committed suicide? I still don't understand why such that situation has come. I think that Vedic Ganesha may throw some light on that. And again, Lord Shiva waited for the next Janma of Himavanta, that is Parvati, and then Shiva married Parvati. That's okay. But they give highest value to the wife, Shiva and Vishnu and Brahma. So we should learn from them. We should also give highest value, utmost value to the wife. And in Vedas they say, Yatra naryantu pujyante, tatra ramante devataha. Where woman is respected highest, all the gods will bless in that society or house. So wherever this woman weeps or suffers, that house or society will not prosper. So we should understand this and never cause any misery to the wife, because with that you will have a downfall. So we should understand the values of all the persons in the family, and wife and husband. Joint family system is best. Grandfather will be wise enough because of his life experience. At the age of 90, he will guide all the people and not to commit any mistake. And they never commit any mistake. And there is good social life inside the house only. And all of them work, and then they share love and affection. I heard there was in those days no suicide in the joint family system, more suicides in the nuclear family system. So the history of family tells us about the values of family and how we should restructure our behavior in our brain and lead a happy life. Because family is a place where you can fulfill all your mission, like social values, spiritual, ethical, moral, all the values you can fulfill in the family. Actually, the death of the father, we are so fortunate that the duty of son is to help the father to come out of the Narakaloka. That so many austerities and all that we are performing Pitru karmas. So we have got so much of rich tradition and culture that we can help the father even after his death. So we are living in India with such a great knowledge and culture, with the giving value to the family. So what I understand is the history of family tells us about all the value, importance of family, and we can fulfill all the works in our life with the family, and our life will become incomplete if we don't have a family. And marriage is very, very important. You should not commit a mistake in a marriage. Once you commit a mistake, that's the end of it. Better luck next life. In this life, you cannot correct that mistake. That is why I discourage all these uncertain love marriages and divorces after 6 months. Our traditional Vedic way of traditional arranged marriages are the best. The failures are less in that. And actually, there are 8 types of marriages. Vedic type of arranged marriage is the best. And then Rakshasa marriage, kidnapping and marrying is the worst. Among 8 types of marriages, and they have got their own disadvantages. The best is Vedic type of arranged marriage, and arranged marriage should be given the highest value, and children should be taught about the value of that, so they will not commit mistake. So, living the family life in the joint family is like a heaven, and nowadays nuclear families have come, and actually it is a hell. So let us understand that, revive all the values of family, even joint family, and live your life like a heaven. And understand the difficulties in a nuclear family and immature ideas, then leading to suffering, and the nuclear family leading to a life of a hell. So please, my message is, family is very important. Understand the family values, and then restructure our brain with all the values, and lead a very systematic, scientific life in a good family background, and understand our Indian culture and civilization and our values, how our elders have lived in ancient India till today, and learn from the family life and imbibe all those qualities in us, and lead a very good family life, and teach others also about the values of family life, and re-establish family life in India, and re-establish heaven on India. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. You have stressed upon the family system, which has been from the various yugas, and the closeness was present due to the less desires. So this says that how desires are taking over a peace in the family. So you also touched the dharma which was taught in the family, joint family system, which is fading away these days. And also you have given beautiful examples from the various epics of Mahabharata and Ramayana, and also the importance of wise Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara is given in their life, in their families. And the life is incomplete without a family, and the values and the types of marriages which are very much needed to I would say to build the culture of our future, because which is being lacking because of not having a joint families. More or less, more individual families or nuclear families are taking over all these years. So being in nuclear families, we are not finding much time, though we know I mean, like, though the parents know the epics and everything, they are now finding less time to teach their children the value of the family system, which has been taught in the various epics like Mahabharata and Ramayana. So, and you also given the importance of arranged marriages, which is very important, which shows the values of the family system. Thank you so much, sir. So now I request Professor Suresh sir to give the message and thank the chief guest and
Okay.
wind up the program.
Ramadevi, I will take up that responsibility, and because Professor Suresh sir, there is a technical issue as far as Professor Suresh sir is concerned.
Okay, sir. You
Yeah,
carry
on
on.
behalf, once again, on behalf of WCOP, World Congress of Psychologists, and on my personal behalf, I sincerely, with befolded hands, I thank the chairman of this total. He is a Bhishma, our Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, for having accepted, and he is the driving force as far as these workshops are concerned. He's a world-renowned personality as far as training programs are concerned. And we are happy and we are lucky that we are fortunate to have such a nice and humble person, an eminent personality as far as these training programs are concerned. So we are really feel proud of you, sir. Thank you very much for being with us. And similarly, our Professor Girishwar Misraji, one in top 10 psychologists among the world. And today he will be with us. He has been with us, and he has spoken, addressed our participants as a chief guest. And really thank to that an eminent personality, Professor Girishwar Misraji. And other core committee members are also with us. I really thank them, all the core committee members and executive committee members, and particularly today's speaker, really our Sudhakar Reddy Garu. Basically, he's a neurosurgeon, and later he did a MSc psychology from our Directorate of Distance Education. Then I was the course in charge, because he is a, one can say, he's a lizard. So he is so humble, but he will not exhibit not even a single 0.05% of ego, as if, you know, the people who knows less, they will exhibit more ego. But here, in this case, quite vice versa. So really, just he put it, the history in a nutshell. Really thank our Dr. Sudhakar Reddy Garu. Then, as far as president of this World Congress of Psychologists, next meeting, I think our coordinator will introduce me, because already time is over. And I will request Professor Suresh next meeting. He will give, already we have planned this course, just 25 sessions and 25 theory plus and 25 practical work also we have just planned like that. And we'll send those syllabus also in advance to you. And next session will be on coming Saturday by 7 o'clock. Here, two things I would like to tell our participants, and many participants knows about the regulations and the norms stipulated by WCOP as far as this implementation of certain norms as far as this course is concerned. See, 75% of the attendance among the 25 sessions, say one should maintain, one should cooperate, one should attend. 75% of the attendance we have stipulated to the earlier program, that is school counseling also. And to our happiest thing is more than 90% of the attendance they have attended. That is really a great, really our applause. One can just give to this beloved participants. That shows their interest, their zeal towards learning as far as this training is concerned, under the able guidance of Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir. Then, if anybody have not registered, kindly follow our norms. If anyone is not willing to follow, better even today, just you can just skip off from the program. So this is most important. So these are all the norms stipulated by our own WCOP, just Chairman Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, as well as today's chief guest, our beloved Girish Mishraji, and other advisory committee members. So we don't compromise as far as this instruction part, as well as the norms followed by the participants. So whatever we do for the welfare of you as participants. And earlier program, school counseling, our there are about 30 participants. They undergone the program and they learned. We have covered more than 85 to 90% of the student problems arose from curriculum, arose from parents, arose from family, arose from culture, arose from just their own peer group. We have covered. So beautifully, this is the course being designed by our professor, beloved, our Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir. So, and the participants, earlier participants, once they have undergone this 3 months certificate course on that school counseling, they are all implementing the learned techniques in their respective institutions, and they are getting a good result. That is our happiest thing. Over this WCOP 3 months training program. And similarly, this program also, the participants will cooperate and no compromise as far as the stipulations, norms are concerned. And it is just for the benefit and welfare of the participants. We are just implementing these norms so strictly. Kindly follow. And once again, I thank today's chairman of this, today's chairman and chairman for the total 3 months certificate course, Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, and our beloved chief guest, our Girish Mishraji, another core committee member, Professor Krishnamurthy, Professor Suresh, Professor Vimala, then executive committee members, then the youngest rapporteur, Dr. Rama Devi, the other rapporteur blessed with granddaughter, but that's why she could not. And I thank our Dr. Vidyarani from US, just Professor Sudhakar Reddy, and other again participants for your just participation. And once again, we will have the second session on Saturday by evening 7 p.m. Okay. With this,
Good evening, sir.
any more?
Yes, sir. I'm here. So, good evening to all. I'm Shahina. I'm a high school teacher. Good evening to all the eminent psychologists of WCOP. Very happy to continue again in WCOP. Definitely this program will be successful and we learn so many things regarding family counseling from our experienced psychologist. Thank you, Mishra sir, Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, Suresh sir, Sudhakar sir, for your wonderful introduction about the family and family counseling. I wish all the best to all the WCOP participants. Thank you, sir. Good night.
One more condition now, I forgot. You see, for next session, I will give you, 3 or 4 record sheets. And whatever the problems, today our Professor Ganeshan sir have discussed about 2 problems. So coming session, say whether 3 problems or 4 problems, we are giving you the record sheets. If you spare, you are listening here in the session, and immediately you can note down then and there itself. That is one method. And later, even after program is over, and you can sit down and you can spare your 10 minutes time for each record, so that 4 records you are supposed to write down, say problem, then just steps, step by step, steps involved in this counseling process as far as the dealing of that particular problem is concerned, as far as family. their conclusion. So like this, 4 problems, you are supposed to 1 page each, 1 page each. Only thing is, you are just supposed to spare 40 minutes on those 4 topics or 4 problems. And you are supposed to submit to the course coordinator. Our Professor Ashok is also another core committee member. So kindly, these 75% of the attendance, as well as this record writing or submitting, then and the very next day to the course coordinator, right? These 2 are most important. Why we are insisting, it is for the benefit of you only. Tomorrow, if anybody asks what type of course you have undergone, we know, but that is a vague course or something. There are people. See, there are people who appreciate, there are people who will not appreciate. Some of the people are quite negative. So, it is an evidence that you have submitted 25 programs you have attended, and 25 into 4 problems you have submitted to the WCOP core committee, WCOP committee, organizing committee. And for these 30 members or 32 members, your record sheets will speak about that you have undergone the course. So that is most important. That is very objective. The very objective of WCO is train yourself and train others. Definitely, we have just succeeded. So since June 12th, 2021 onwards, under the chairmanship of our Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, we have conducted many programs on phobias. We have covered 80 types of phobias on those sessions, and behavioral therapy. We have just 3 to 4 sessions we have completed. On suicides, we have many workshops we have covered. If you see our WCOP website, so that you can know what the WCOP. Kindly operate with love, utmost love. We are not penalizing anyone. We are sharing our love towards for the grand success of this program. So that our WCOP motto, train yourself, and in turn you have to train others. Definitely, this motto is going to be just succeeded even in the future programs also. So thank you one and all. See you on Saturday. Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.